I want to start my story today in one of the best places I know, in my garden, in my yard and in my garden. This is my home and this is my castle, my fortress where I gather all my strength and where I have everything I need in one place. With that said, it wasn't all too long ago where I didn't have anything that felt like home or felt safe or felt like it was worth keeping in the sense that I had built something. It's a couple of years now. Well, a couple of years back at least, things were not at all good. Things were incredibly tough. We were struggling so much and we were trying so hard to get things going and to get to a point that made sense and where we could actually do what we wanted to do. And back then we weren't talking about financial freedom in the terms we might be talking about it today. Back then we were talking about meeting needs end, and actually having enough things in place to actually sustain a decent level of living. Having food on the tables, making sure everyone was happy, satisfied, safe, and everything was just working out. And back then, I had one big realization. I had several actually, but one of them was, and this might be offending to some people, but I was responsible for everything I had created. And that's the topic today. You, my friend, are responsible for all the results you have in your life. You can't blame anyone. It's your responsibility. I might even go so far to tell you that it's your fault that the things you were hoping to get in place did not fall into place. And in that sentence, there's a deeper meaning as well. Nothing falls into place. We create our success. You create your success. I create my success. And there is absolutely nothing that says if someone else is successful, you can't. You have to be willing to look at yourself, look at what you create and what you do with your life, and take full responsibility for the good stuff and for the bad. I might even go so far and tell you that if you're out riding a bike somewhere and you get hit by a car, that is also your responsibility. And you might say, well, I was just out riding my bike and I got hit from behind or I got sidelined. It wasn't my fault. I was just out with the bike and it was a drunk driver and he hit me. Well, you might be right in one way. Obviously, it's not entirely your fault, but it is also your responsibility. You probably should have better awareness of where you were going. You might also have had to think about if the street you were biking on was a good place to actually ride the bike, and if it was the best place for you to be doing that. Were you actually on the sidewalk, or were you on the bike path, or were you riding your bike in the street? You have to own responsibility. And as long as you keep telling yourself that it's someone else's fault, or it's someone else's responsibility, or someone else should take care of this, it's going to continue to be rough and hard for you. Nowadays, I take full responsibility for everything. All the success I have, all the failures I have, and I fail a lot, I can tell you that. But what I try to do is I try to improve on every aspect of it. I try to do better. I look at things when they happen, good or bad, and I think, all right, what could I do different? How can I make sure, if it's a bad thing, for instance, that it don't happen again? How can I make sure that we don't do the same mistake twice? And if it's a good thing, how can I repeat this? How can I repeat the success? You have to take responsibility, and you have to stop acting and thinking from a victim mentality. You are not a victim. You, my friend, just by watching this, just because you have the ability to watch this, are one of the lucky people. You have all the success you need right in front of you. You can literally reach out and grab it. And if you don't know how to do that, you can send me a mail, you can send me a text, you can even reply to this video, and I'll be happy to help. Everyone thinks everything is selling. Everyone thinks that everything has to be a financial transaction. I don't believe that's the case. I believe that if you need help, I can help. And I believe that people who you can help, you should help them too. So why saying if you can, you should, and if you should, you must? It's a wonderful saying. And if you can help someone, you must help someone. So if you're struggling, if you don't know how to do this, and if you're stuck in this idea that life happened to you, that stuff happened to you, and things did not work out the way they were supposed to work out, like I was stuck in that mindset, and that was the big realization. As soon as I dropped the idea that I was caught in something and realized that I had created it, things started to change. Now, my friend, you have the opportunity here. Email me, call me, message me, but whatever you do, make a choice. You can either choose to stay where you are, or you can choose to take action and do something about it. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to talking about the results you managed to achieve 2 years from now. So my friend, send me a message, call me, email me, whatever you do, but do it right now. Take care. Talk to you soon.